So, atmospheric river.
Bomb cyclone.
Oh, no, it's a bomb cyclone.
Well, I think it's both.
Okay, because you taught me about atmospheric rivers last year. Never thought I'd hear that again.
Well, that's when I learned about atmospheric rivers. I'd never heard that term before until I lived through like 5 in a week. Just, I'm a survivor. It's what I do. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully, and I wanted to actually text. I saw it probably Friday night, maybe Thursday night on the news, on the world news, ABC World News, and all the mudslides and everything. And I was just really praying it didn't affect you guys and where you live.
No,
Good.
It just started raining today, basically.
Oh, all of that came last week didn't hit you?
No,
I mean, where you live.
No, that hit like the North Bay.
Okay.
Which I was close to because I was in the ghetto city of Hayward at a FTO update class.
A ghetto city.
Ghetto city. It's in the East Bay.
Okay. Is it
so?
Like
it's on the same
state?
side of the bay as like Oakland.
Oakland.
It's in Alameda County.
All right. Enough said.
It's a fantastic.
How do you think
place.
they voted?
Very blue. Although they did vote to recall their district attorney.
Good.
Who didn't believe in prosecuting criminals.
So maybe he was related to Kim Fox.
She, maybe.
Oh, they're definitely. They're probably cousins. A lot of cousins going around.
Yeah.
So I told you I might need a few minutes, and then you're like, what'd you take, a blue pill? And I woke up with the biggest headache today.
I thought I was going to go a different route.
Oh, yeah. Not the blue pill that, like,
Or you got to start a timer, and after 4 hours, you might need to see your doctor.
Right, because you can't use it enough, and you've tired out your partner.
Lack of blood flow
to
your brain.
But I went to the medicine chest to grab some Tylenol. Grabbed the first bottle that was up front. And then I ate breakfast, and I sat down to watch some TV before I came down in the shop, and I passed out for like an hour and a half. I'm like, what the fuck? I got up, I'm all groggy, and I went right to the cabinet. It's Tylenol PM. Kim's like, please move that to the back of the medicine chest so you don't do that again. I'm like, what the hell? I bought a new, last month we bought a new treadmill. And because 2 months ago or whatever it was, I bought an iFit enabled rowing machine from Nutcracker. And I bought the year subscription for iFit, which is amazing. So Nutcracker was having a sale, and I was trying to do the Nutcracker workouts on my regular treadmill that doesn't have iFit. So you can put your tablet up there and manually adjust everything, because you do mountain climbs and all this other shit. So I ended up breaking down and buying an iFit treadmill with the big 24-inch monitor, and I get 5 accounts. So Kim, the kids, and my buddy Bill, I sent him an invite to do it. He's got MS, and hopefully it'll help him, And you can do it on regular machines. So yesterday he and I went to breakfast, and I was setting him up. He accepted the invite. We're going through the training stuff, and he's like, hey, look, an AI coach. Yeah, what the hell is that? I didn't do that when I signed up. So I started looking into it, and I signed up for the AI coach, and they ask you how much weight you want to lose, when do you want to lose it by, what's your fitness goals, and then they fucking text you all the time. So this AI coach did a program for me that was supposed to start today. 6 days a week. It picks out, you tell them beginner, intermediate, advanced. It sets all your workouts and sends it to you. So today I was supposed to work out at 7 a.m., but I was sleeping in a chair at 7 a.m. So
let's see, it is now.
Yeah, it's 11:30 here, and I got a text from my AI coach. Hey, Mike, missed the Barbary Beach workout this morning. Do you want to tackle it later? Reschedule it? Skip it? Or try something new? Let's keep the momentum.
Fat piece of crap. Why did you work out today?
Right. So I'm like, reschedule for 4 p.m. And It just texted me back. Okay, all set for 4 p.m.
I got you, buddy.
I'm fucking exhausted. I felt bad missing it, but I had this whole idea. I was in bed by 9:15, so I was get up at 6, get good sleep, work out at 7.
What is
maybe
good
tomorrow.
sleep?
You're not having any. I have nothing but usually good sleep because I don't have anything else to do.
Well, it's even with waking up at 4 o'clock for this day shift crap.
Yeah.
I can't go to bed before like 10:30. Like I can lay there and I just stare at the ceiling.
That's what Kim does. So last night we actually tried meditation through the app, the iFit app. And I don't know, it knocked me out, but Kim was probably still laying up looking at the ceiling, wondering why it's not working for her.
Yeah, no, I've done that. I've tried all the things, and it's just like, nope. Let me put
that's
on
Kim.
YouTube, and I'll fall asleep when I fall asleep, and then my alarm
you
will
put
still
that
go
on
off
your
at 4.
Right. Does that YouTube on your TV in your bedroom or on your phone?
Yeah, no, on the TV. I almost never watch YouTube on my phone.
I've been doing it lately. I barely watch YouTube on TV anymore. I don't know why. I just haven't had. Well, I had a chance down here, but I just get, what do you call it? Overloaded.
Yeah.
So I just put music on. Otherwise, I sit and I watch stuff when I'm supposed to be working. Like, wow, that looks cool. An hour goes by. I got nothing done. Which reminds me, I got a bunch of shit going on in the shop. And yesterday, I put the biggest project I have going right now on the machine, and it fucked it up. And it's only taken me 2.5 months to get to this point to actually put it on the machine. So that's an issue we'll talk about.
Now,
Sorry about your team yesterday.
Is it? I don't want to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that at all.
Okay. Hey, I got nothing to talk about football-wise. So my football season ended 5 weeks ago for both teams. So I got Sundays freed up. It's amazing what you can do when you don't have to sit down and watch football.
No, I'm still going to do it because, I like to punish myself. It's the same reason why I continued to watch the Giants, even though it was very clear that they were not going to do anything worthwhile.
Well, I can relate because my team lost 120 games, and I still listened to every game or watched.
But you guys signed Austin Slater, so you got that going for you.
We're going to get 121 next year. That's what we're
get
doing with
122.
Maybe.
Always seek improvement.
Chicago, they used to be on this a Comcast sports channel. Hawks, the Blackhawks, Bulls, Sox. That ended. That network collapsed or folded itself in October.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch the Blackhawks, the Bulls, or the White Sox, you either have to have an over-the-air antenna, which I bought one, 10 years ago, and I never put it in my attic yet. Or that's it. You can't. There's no cable company that carries it. So then I see a message or an email last week from them because I still get White Sox ticket updates because I used to be a season ticket holder. So I get emails all the time. And it says, hey, we got a streaming platform now. So you can watch all three teams for like $35 a month or pick one of the three for $10 a month or $11 a month. And I'm like, all three teams couldn't win enough games to equal 50. Yeah. What are you doing? Fuck you. I'm not going to pay for this, nor am I going to put the antenna up because what are you watching? It's just horrendous basketball, horrible hockey, and god awful baseball. I don't have any teams anymore. I'm done. After 58 years.
We were watching the Niner game yesterday at my in-laws. And I think it was, it was one of the long touchdowns for the Packers. And I just looked at Annie and I go, I hate sports. I hate this.
It just turns like that.
I hate this. I hate everything. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore either. It was great. I mean, it started a few weeks ago. We had our 40th high school reunion back in September, And one of my buddies, Dave's, who lives up in Wisconsin, said, "Hey, let's meet for lunch." So we picked a day a few weeks ago on a Sunday. And normally, a Sunday at noon, we were going to go meet for lunch. And not at a sports bar. At one of Shaq's restaurants near where I worked. Shaq's Big Chicken. By the way, if you get one out by you, definitely go there.
It's a little on the nose.
It's a little, yeah. Oh my gosh, they're good though. So we went to go meet for lunch, and I was recording the game, and we ate lunch we were there for like 3.5 hours. So at 3:30, we're getting up to go, and there was one television in the restaurant, and it had some college BS on it. Not even good college sports, probably something like some women's sport. And he looks up, there's a crawl going along the bottom, and he goes, "Oh, I see the Bears lost again." I'm like, "Oh, come on, man. I was going to go home and watch it." And I go, "I guess I'm going to thank you, because now I'm not going to waste 3 hours sitting in a chair on a beautiful Sunday watching football." And I didn't. I went home and did some stuff outside. So that's where I'm at. Work in the shop or outside. I had taken the weekends off when I first retired from the shop, and I'm like, nope, let's go back in there. There's nothing worth having the day off for. Just get in there and grind. So that's where I'm at with sports. Not a fan. Don't want to do it anymore. It hurts.
Yeah, was it my son's still holding out hope for the Niners? And I go, but like, even if they make it, they're not going to do anything in the playoffs. It's like they're not going to go to the Super Bowl. They're not going to, let alone win the Super Bowl. So why on earth? I'd rather them just get the better draft pick after 3 years of not having a number one pick. Let's get it.
Right.
Start building it back up, because that's the problem that they have right now.
Well, when you get all your guys back, because you're missing a lot of guys, as are the Cowboys. When you get them, your guys are coming back.
Elijah Mitchell,
Bosa,
Greenlaw, Bosa, Trent Williams, Purdy,
yeah,
Travarius Ward.
What was that name again?
Travarius Ward, a.k.a. Mooney Ward. His
Travarius
little girl passed away a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So now I know where he lives.
Oh, you did you have to go to his house?
I didn't have to go. It happened on my day off, but it happened in the area that I work.
Right. Okay. Wow.
Which
That's
weird.
sad.
It's like right next to a gang neighborhood. I'm like, dude, you need
He's
to
got
move.
some money, right? He makes some money.
Well, it's weird because there's a park, and this gang claims it, and the gang area is to the south, and then to the north they built like these condos or townhomes, and they're all like $1 million plus, and it's all like tech dudes and rich people that live there, and it's right next to a Costco, like a Costco business center. And it's hilarious because it's like two very different pieces
Meeting
of
at the Costco
with just a park in between. I'm like, oh man, if only you guys knew.
Well, technically, the people on the bad side cannot cross the park. There's a like invisible fence around it. Pretty sure that's what the other side believes.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the people who live to the north don't know about the south. I'm pretty sure the realtor left that part out. This is actually one of the most violent neighborhoods in the city.
Yeah. Great place to raise a child. So how did the child pass?
She was born with a bunch of complications, but they thought they were out of the woods with it, and then just passed overnight.
That's sad. How old?
Like, I can't remember if she was almost 2 or like almost 1, but super young.
Well, thanks for that news.
You're not the only one that can be a downer.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, you're going to have more downer moments than me now for the rest of your life. So
that's certainly one way to look at it.
You're
just going to experience trauma for the next 30 years.
Right. I did all that. I survived.
I think I've already experienced about 30 years of trauma.
You pretty much have. So yours will equal like 90. Like when Deadpool says to Wolverine, "Until you're 90," that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to, we had a bunch of snow last week. I mean, it was coming down like in the Steelers game the other night.
I don't miss that. I do not miss snow.
Well, the funny thing was I was up early and it's just coming down, and I'm like, this is the first day. I'm glad I don't have to go to work. I was so happy I didn't have to go anywhere.
Like we talk about it every now and then. Like, how the hell do people in like New York and Chicago and these places where it gets really cold and really snowy, like how do you do police work?
It sucks, man. I remember
like we get bitchy if it just starts raining.
Yeah. We had about 4 inches of snow one day when I was working, and we were driving Taurus. The Crown Vics at the time. So rear wheel drive. My buddy Andy and I, we shared a car, so we bought some sandbags, and we put about 200 pounds of sandbags in the back of our trunk, so we wouldn't like slide all over the place. It actually helped. But I remember getting a domestic in progress. The guy's beating the shit out of the woman, and it's only a short block, maybe it's one block and then it dead ends. And I turn onto the block off the main street, and I get 4 houses in up the street, and I can't go any further because that's how much snow's on the ground. And I get out and I'm running down the street. It's like 15, 20 houses. It's the very last house on the right-hand side. And as I'm turning in the sidewalk to go to the door, take a header right into a snowbank. Literally, my buddy Jeff was running behind me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I didn't plan. I went right into the snowbank, and it just packed snow in my gun everywhere on me. And he's like picking me up, and we get to the door. I look like a snowman, and that snow didn't get out of my shit until I got into the station for a few minutes and just started falling out because it started to warm up.
Started melting.
I'm like taking my gun apart, trying to clean it. It was ridiculous. But yeah, it sucks. I hate working in the snow. I don't mind. And of course, you get 900 accidents because no one knows how to drive. And I got T-boned in a snowstorm by some asshole running a red light at the busiest intersection near the airport. And Chicago handles that part for us. And the guy showed up and he's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you want me to write this guy? I'm like, as many fucking tickets as you can. He's like, done. Thanks. But yeah, you guys get wind and rain. And it sucks working in the rain. Especially when you're trying to write shit down on a piece of paper underneath your hat. You know, you ever use it? Your hat
is bullshit.
Yeah. Or you just make the rookie do it in your case now. Go get notes, and I'll be waiting in the car.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Unless it's like early on in it, then you just go, this better be a good one. Because you do know that relationship with FTO is a graded category, right?
Yeah, it better be. If I get out of the car in this weather,
there better be a gun in the car.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anything else going on personal-wise?
No.
How's dance season? Is it over?
Fuck no, dude.
No?
We are in the thick of Nutcracker. It is
dry
runs, dress rehearsals are coming up. They get this week off. And then like the following week, it is showtime.
A lot until after Christmas, right? Or up to Christmas?
They do it over 2 days, but they do 4 shows.
Okay.
And my oldest daughter is in all 4. My youngest is in 2.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be, and of course Annie's helping out backstage.
That's fun.
Wrangling girls. So Caleb and I will be sitting in the stands for one of the shows, and then we're going to take the little one and leave.
Okay. Saw one out.
Hey, that's all you need to see. That's because I've done it where I've stayed for 2 different ones. And usually the way it works is Hannah will have one of the casts where she's in a bunch of different scenes. And then the other one, she'll be in like one. I'm not going to stay for a second one to see one scene. I'm going to front load it, watch her as much as I can. And then I'm going to pop smoke because I feel bad for my now 12-year-old because he doesn't want to sit and watch the freaking Nutcracker.
Right.
He goes to be supportive because I tell him to. And then the trade-off is he gets to leave after one.
So he's not really a big dance fan.
No.
A 12-year-old boy. Okay.
No. Weird, right?
Kind of strange, yeah. Although mine was. But whatever. We don't have to get into that right now. God bless his soul. What else happened? I don't know. I got all kinds of orders and shit to talk about.
I'd kill for orders.
I want I inadvertently didn't shut off my Etsy page. I just got back from Alabama last week, and I cut my vacation short. I was supposed to go to my brother's for a week and help him do crown molding in Florida at his house in Tampa. And I had to come back a week early just because I've got all this shit waiting and pending. It needs to be shipped and finished. So it sucked. He's like, bring your swimsuit. I'm like, I don't have one. He's like, fix your back, because my back went out 3 weeks ago on the rowing machine.
It's a good time for it to go out.
I bought that because it's a low impact workout. But the problem is when you have really a bad back and tight hamstrings, if you don't stretch prior to being on the rowing machine, bad things happen while you're on it.
Yeah.
So
just like if you use your shoulder as a battering ram into a door, it hurts.
Yeah, same.
Like
a lot.
For an extended period of time. Like I'm on week 3.
Oh.
And like raising my arm up to like put it on top of the couch or something, it's like right here it hurts. Like I probably shouldn't have done that.
No.
IOD, I blame the recruits because they didn't push the door in after my buddy rammed it with the ram.
Okay. So then I
had to go Leroy Jenkins.
And how did that work out for you?
I got in and we got the guy.
And I just can't wave.
I had 2 tiny recruits on my back though. Like after I pinned the guy up against the wall, they like both jump on me. We go ass over tea kettle. What the hell?
Were they helping you?
Yeah. And then somebody else accidentally tased the guy in the ass.
Oh, those are good.
It's hilarious because all you hear is the quick little bzz, and then you hear him go, ah!
Did he run it for 5 seconds or did he shut it off?
No, it was literally bzz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was bzz, ah!
I was just texting with the guys from the midnight shift I was on for so long, and they're asking when I want to come for dinner. And one of them said, "We miss you, Mike. We miss you picking fights that we have to get into without you while you watch." I'm like, that's my experience. I pick the fight and I step aside, and you young guys go in there and get it.
You better watch your mouth, because otherwise that guy and that guy are going to kick your ass.
That's right. And I'm going to watch.
Do? Not a damn thing.
Nope. Get my camera out. Start filming. Yeah. So I got that coming up one of these days. I'm standing up in a wedding on Saturday, which is what,
you
the 29th
object that
is.
much?
The 30th. I object that much?
Yeah. Isn't that what standing up in a wedding is? Like you stand up and yell, I object.
I object.
You're a young man.
That actually, see, this is where none of that applies, because this is an old man. This is my buddy Leon. It's their 25th wedding renewal vows. So they're doing a whole nother wedding thing after 25 years. And the funny thing is, I'm the only white guy. So I know his family very well, and some of his sister-in-law, who's awesome, but I never met any of the guys before this rehearsal on Saturday. It's an hour away. I go down there Saturday morning, and when everyone gets there, his wife Connie starts telling who's going to pair up with who when we walk out. And I have this 65-year-old woman, and we get paired up, and she's like, "Woohoo! I finally got myself a white boy." Like, this is going to be a crazy wedding.
Prepare to be disappointed.
Yeah. So that's going to be Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And they have us walking out. It's the longest wedding walk-in for brides and groomsmen that I've ever seen.
What the hell did you just call that?
Yeah. Well, I'm drugged.
That's
so
true.
Leon walks in with his best man, or I should say struts in. So Leon does stepping, dancing.
Okay. Yeah.
So most of the wedding party are steppers. And then there's me, the white guy with no rhythm. So Leon struts out, and then his best man, and literally they take one step, right foot, left foot, stop. Right foot, left foot, stop. All the way across the ballroom. And so we got to wait literally minutes before the next couple goes, and then same thing. And then they start saying, pick it up a little bit, but not the pace, but start dancing or moving or something. And I looked at the woman I'm with. She's on my arm. She's like, "Come on, honey, I'll show you how to do this." I'm like, "All right." So She goes, you got to left foot, right foot, tap your left toe, have a toe up in the air. And so we started doing that until we did it okay. And then on the way out, we practiced it 2 times. By the second time we were walking out, I was actually doing the dancing stuff. I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday. I'm going to look like an idiot, but the rest of the guys look really smooth. Then there's the white guy who everyone's going to just go, how did this guy get in the wedding? Who did he? He's got something on.
Just remember, you cannot go in blackface. You will get in trouble.
I will not do that. I promise Leon not to do that. He never asked. So I pretty much could show up like that. But
you didn't say I couldn't.
Right. So that was fun. I'm looking forward to the wedding. I thought I was done with weddings, because you get to be my age. All your friends and relatives have been married. So I think this is my 24th wedding I'm standing up in. So I got to pick up my tux on Wednesday, which will be fun. But it's given me a chance to see my sergeant from my shift, my buddy John. We're going to have lunch on Wednesday because it's right by his house. So at least I've got it's not near my house where the tux is, but it's also not on the south side where I had to go for the wedding. So it'll be a good day on Wednesday.
It's also not your wedding. It's somebody else's. You didn't have to be in it.
Well, he called me. He's like, I need you, Mike. I need you really bad to be in my wedding. I'm like, all right. If someone asks you, you have to go, It's an honor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
I'm just a big enough asshole nobody asks.
Yeah, you're going to get there. You're going to, all those young guys on your department that you're friends with.
Well, no, I keep telling them, don't do it. You're a young man. And they all keep doing it. I keep telling them, you're stupid. And then they all have kids. I'm like, you guys learn nothing from me. It's like I talk and nobody listens.
Right.
And then you know what happens a couple years later? B, you were right.
Yeah, especially in our profession.
Congratulations. Now you're going to lose half your shit.
Right. You can thank me later.
You told me all the stories, and I told you, buddy, this is a bad idea.
I told my best friend, Bill, not to get married to his first wife, who's a very nice lady. We still talk and see each other on occasion. But everyone told Bill not to get married, and that he learned quickly. So now he's on his 3rd and final marriage. So it might take a couple tries for these guys.
Some people learn
guys.
slow.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not one of them.
Oh, yeah. No, Annie and I have agreed. We're one and done. Like, this is it. We meant it when we said till death do us part. Like, one of us is going to have to go down hard.
I swear to God, Kim's
I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not going to go out and meet people. I've seen what people are doing these days. I don't have that in me.
And when Kim gets a chance to get me out of the house, she's like all for it. Like after I hurt my back, we had the night before the election, we had a FaceTime with my brother Mark about finances and stuff, because Kim came home one day and she noticed her 401k was very aggressive. Well, it's been 36 years. Now it's made good money, but when you get to be close to retirement, you don't want it as very aggressive.
No.
So with the election coming up, yeah. So we sat down with Mark on Monday night before the election, because if it went the other way and she didn't change something, that probably would have been bad. So we changed that, and I'm sitting very uncomfortably because that's the day my back went out. And my brother's like, you don't look very good. And I told him what happened. And then he says, I'm doing some crown molding in the house, because I asked him, are you in a closet? Because we're FaceTiming. He's got a bunch of shit behind him, ladders and stuff. And he's like, well, I'm in my office, but we're remodeling the house with a interior decorator. And I'm like, oh, he said, I got some crown molding to put up, some 6.5 crown. I'm like, oh, I'd like to help you. And Kim, right away, Kim's sitting right there. She's like, oh, you need to go to your brother's house after you leave. Go to Alabama for a week, and then go right to your brother's house in Florida for a week. Don't worry about it. Just go. And now every chance she gets, don't you have to go back to the house in Alabama? I'm like, so now I'm going back to the house. I told her I'm going to stay there all winter. So good luck shoveling. I won't have to do that.
There you go.
But she tries to get rid of me every chance she gets. That's how you get to 32 years of marriage and 39 years altogether.
I don't know. You asking me? You telling me?
I'm guessing. I think this past Saturday was the 39th anniversary of our first date.
Wow.
39 years from our first date. Yeah.
That's longer than I've been alive.
Great. Thanks for reminding me.
Anytime.
And what's worse, the restaurant that we went to, it's no longer there. They built a hotel. It was in Schiller Park too.
Well, that's
so
okay.
They built a hotel
the restaurant that Annie and I had our first date at is no more.
Oh, that's gone too. What was it?
It was called World Sports Cafe.
So did they show like soccer and rugby and
They
cricket?
showed everything. Football,
Oh.
baseball, basketball, hockey.
Okay.
Cricket, I think, was on there one time.
I went for the World Sports since that was in the name of the restaurant.
Well, they showed all sports. And I'm pretty
Okay.
sure like Fresno Sports Cafe probably just wasn't going to hit the same.
Probably not. No one wants to go see a bunch of Fresno sports.
No, because you have nothing but minor league teams and then Fresno State, which is a mediocre, at the time, WAC school. The Western Athletic Conference. Soon,
Yeah.
Fresno State will be in the new Big 12, or not Big 12, Pac-12.
Oh, well, hopefully they don't come to the Big 40 because the Big 10's turning into a joke.
Yeah, Big 10's full.
I hate it. My Big 10 was 10 teams. Now there's, 18 or 19, some ridiculous amount.
Well, look at the SEC, which you now need to care about because you live in SEC land.
Yeah, I know. I got to pick a school.
You do. You need to. And you need to take the temperature of the place that you live because that could have
Well, I told you.
serious impacts.
Everywhere I drive, I see Tide license plates, but my neighbor across the street went to Auburn. He's a Tiger. So it's just hit or miss. As long as you have one of the two schools up there, like I told you before, you said don't fly your Illinois flag. It probably won't, but that's a good way to stay out of it.
No. You got to
So I have to. Well, here's what I'm not a big fan
just
of
pick
college
one,
sports.
and you got to roll with it. You just got to pick one. And
If
then
I have to
that's-
roll with any of them, it's going to be the Tide.
yeah,
Roll Tide.
the Pete DeBoer, former Fresno State coach. I believe he was their offensive coordinator and head coach for a year
Okay.
before he went to Washington. So there you go. Roll Tide.
Well, now Washington's in the Big Ten, which makes no sense. Washington, Oregon, USC, UCLA. I don't get it, but
Mike, we could do a whole show on this.
I know it's ridiculous. This isn't a sports broadcast show.
All right, go ahead and hit the thing.
All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you later.